Once upon a time, there was a very pretty little girl walking down Eldridge Street. This little girl was wearing a yellow hat, a yellow dress, and yellow shoes with white little socks. And she was walking along very happy when a big recycling truck drove down the street and bumped over a black garbage can that was full of garbage. And the truck bumped into the garbage can so hard that it spilled over, and some of the contents, what was inside the garbage can, flew onto this little girl. And one of the pieces of garbage that fell on her was dog poop. And it made a mark on her dress, and she started to cry. And a little boy who was 2 houses down watching the recycle truck pick up trash and recycling saw the little girl crying, and he ran over to her and said, "Hello, are you okay?" And the little girl cried, "Oh, I got poop on my new dress." And the boy said, "I'm so sorry. My name is Alex. Can I help you? I live just right there. Maybe we can wash your dress." And the little girl's crying, "Really, Alex? You think you can help me?" And Alex said, "Yes, I think so. Why don't you come with me? What's your name?" "Samantha," she said. She reached out her hand, and Alex took her hand, and they walked back to his house. They both took off their shoes, and then Alex closed the door behind them to the house, and they went to his room. And he said, "Well, if we're going to wash your dress, you probably need to change first." He opened up a drawer and he pulled out his favorite shirt that had a carrot on it. And then he pulled out his favorite blue shorts and he said, "Why don't you try these on and you can take off your dress. I'll be outside. When you're all done, come on out and we'll wash your dress." So the little girl closed the door to his bedroom, and then she opened the door back up and came out wearing his favorite carrot shirt and blue shorts. And she held onto the poopy dress. "Here it is. You think we can get it clean?" And Alex said, "I think so. Come with me." So they walked around the house to where the washing machine was. And Alex looked at the big machine and he said, "I've seen my mom and my dad do this many times. They open up a drawer and they put soap in it. And after the soap goes in, they push some buttons and then it works." So the little boy opened up the cabinet and found soap. And then he gathered up the soap and he put it into the drawer of the washing machine and he filled it all the way up. And the little boy then closed the drawer, put the soap away, and he pushed a button on the machine and it made noises. And the little lights turned on. And the boy looked at the machine. What were the other buttons that Mom and Dad pushed? He looked for one and he saw one with a little arrow on it, and he pressed that one with the arrow, and the machine started. Water started filling up in the machine. And the little boy Alex looked at Samantha and said, "Look, see, it's working. Everything will be okay." And Samantha smiled. "Thank you. I think it will. Oh, such a relief. It was such a beautiful day before that garbage just flew on me. And then Samantha stopped and looked at the machine, the washing machine, and pointed and said, "Uh-oh." And then Alex asked, "Uh-oh?" And Samantha nodded and pointed again at the machine. "Uh-oh," she said. Alex looked and saw there were so many bubbles inside the machine, and some of them were coming outside of the machine too. Soap was spilling onto the floor. "Uh-oh," Alex said. And Samantha ran across the house to a closet, and they found towels. And they went and they picked up 2 towels each and ran back across the house to the washing machine and started to clean up all the soap that spilled out. "I don't know what we'll do," Alex said. "If there's so much soap, it should be very clean, though." "Hopefully," Samantha said. And Samantha watched the machine keep working, and then it rinsed out, and then there was more soap. Alex went outside and looked for his dad and found his dad and said, "Dad, can you please help me?" "Sure, buddy, what's up?" the dad said. "Well, we might have a little bit of a soap problem in the washing machine." "Washing machine?" the dad asked. You don't do your own laundry. We do your laundry for you." And the little boy said, "But my friend, she had to wash poop off of her dress." And the dad got up and walked with Alex and looked at the washing machine. And he said, "Oh my, that is a lot of soap. Too much soap. But I think most of it will rinse off, and then we can run a rinse cycle to rinse more soap off. It should be just fine." And so then Alex and Samantha both sighed. Oh, they were so happy. And then the dad said, "Well, it should be about an hour before it's finished." Well, Samantha walked back with Alex and said, You know, Alex, I am just so tired and we have a whole hour. What should we do?" And Alex said, "I have a great idea. I love to play with garbage trucks, and I have a few toy garbage trucks." Samantha started to cry again. What's wrong?" Alex asked. "The garbage truck is the one that knocked the poop on me. I don't much like garbage trucks," Samantha said. "Oh," Alex said, "maybe we can play something else. Do you want to play with zoo animals?" And she said, "Yeah, that sounds very nice." And so Alex and Samantha played with zoo animals, but then Samantha let out a big yawn. And Alex asked, "Are you tired?" And she said, "Yes, I am." And then Alex said, "Well, I have a nice, wonderful crib. It's a bed now. It used to be my crib, but now it's set up for big boys and big girls to use. You can come use it if you'd like." "Oh, I would very much like that," Samantha said. And she went into little Alex's bedroom, and she crawled into the bed and put her head on a pillow. And then she said, "Well, are you going to stay awake or are you going to sleep too?" And Alex said, I guess I am a little tired." And so then the little boy and the little girl crawled into the big bed and laid down and put their heads on pillows. And they both started to close their eyes and breathe heavy. They got comfortable in the bed, and they both fell asleep. for a nice nap.
Another story. Another story. Another story.
And then they woke up from the nap and they went to look for the dress, and it was all clean. And then the little girl said, "Oh, thank you." And she took it back to Alex's bedroom and changed and came back out, and she looked brand new, good as new. "Thank you so much. I need to get to the grocery store now because I'm cooking dinner for my family tonight." And Alex said, "Which grocery store are you going to?" "The one down the street at the grocery outlet." And Alex said, "Well, I'll come with you." "Oh, lovely," Samantha said. And she started to put on her shoes, and she waited for Alex to put on his shoes. And then they went to the store. They walked to the grocery store. And Samantha filled up a shopping basket with strawberries, bell pepper, onion, mushroom, chicken, tortillas, beans, and she said, "I think we're going to make tacos and have fruit salad for dessert." And then Alex looked and said, "Well, for fruit salad, we probably need to get blueberries and bananas and maybe an orange." "Oh, quite right," Samantha said. And they walked back around and they found all of the wonderful fruits to go with what they were going to make for dinner. So then they walked back to Samantha's house and they started to clean all of the vegetables, and then they started to cook everything up. And they made wonderful chicken tacos, and they made a great fruit salad, and they ate all of that. And then the little boy noticed the sun was starting to go down. The sun was getting sleepy, and he said, "I better get home before my parents worry about me." And so the little boy said, "Thank you very much for having me over for dinner." And Samantha said, "You're welcome. Thank you for joining us." And her parents said thank you to the boy for helping her with her dress. And then Alex went home to his house and he cuddled with his mom. And he was so tired from such a long, big day that he crawled into his crib and he started thinking about the wonderful day he had and the wonderful things he would do the next day, and all of the new friends that he would meet in real life and in pretend. And he decided it was time to go to sleep. So he snuggled in nice and tight, just like his dog Paddington, and he decided to close his eyes and snuggle in and get very comfortable and think about numbers, like numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29,